in the light where the movers be, talking that talk in the industry. Bartender, chefs, the late night beat, serving up stories with flavor and heat. From backstage drama to front of house flair, VIP nights and the people who care. So turn it up, get loose, be free. You know what time it is? Buck with me.
Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, y'all know who I am, but I gotta say it anyway. It's your boy Buck Wit Me. Welcome to the Buck Wit Me show. And listen, man, I have a lot of dope people coming through, but today, listen, an entrepreneur, a socialite. I mean, she fine as hell. She's beautiful. We know this. But I keep talking, and I ain't even said her name yet. Shout out to Victoria Skyy in the building. What's up, love?
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good.
You look good, girl.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here too. Now I know we was talking earlier, but listen, I got to get this out the way. Are you from Tampa?
Kind of
No, because you give me this new
Okay.
up north vibe of West Coast, but
Okay. So I am originally from Tampa.
okay.
I'm from everywhere in Tampa. I grew up in foster care from age 3 to 18. So I grew up, Nucio, Sulphur Springs, West Tampa, Carrollwood, Town and Country, all of that. Yeah.
Hold up. You said foster care?
Yes, I was in foster care from age 3 to 18. I aged out.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, like we have a lot of things to talk about, but I didn't really want to tap into that. But we gotta touch that just a little bit. How was that?
Terrible. No, for real, it was terrible. I went through like the worst parts of my life in foster care. The abuse and everything, like it was from foster care.
Man, I have friends that was raised in foster care, and everybody have their experience, good or bad. You're probably one of the few people that said they had a bad experience from 14 to 18. Is that are you right?
From 3 to 18.
3 to 8, 3 to 18.
Yeah, 3 to 18.
Nobody didn't want to pick up your pretty ass.
Well, here's the thing. There was 8 of us, and so when the system would try to me and my brother, they would try to put us up for adoption because we were the closest in age. And then my grandmother would take us to try to keep us from being adopted, hoping that my mom would get herself together. But when that money ran out, we would go right back in foster care. And then that became like a repeated pattern up until I was like 13 years old. Yeah. And then when I was 13, I got pregnant. And the last time I seen my grandmother was when she institutionalized me. So, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So you said it was 8 of you guys, correct?
Yeah.
Were you guys tight, close?
No, I did. My brother that I was really close with, he passed away. He had heart problems before he even turned 40, so he died during COVID, but not from COVID. We were the closest because we were the ones that kind of grew up together. They kept us together for the most part in every foster home. I know who everybody is. I have a decent relationship with, some, but I did lose my sister as well. And then my mom and my dad died, so yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say we're close, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Having siblings, we always gonna do this. Because I get it. Like, I think like everybody have their family issues and whatnot. So it is what it is. So you're from Tampa. You moved around. What school did you go to?
Which high school?
Yeah.
Because
I know you went to a bunch of them.
I went to King High School. I went to Armwood High School, and I went to Gaither. I didn't spend more than a day at King because I was like, fuck that shit. Somebody tried to burn down the bathroom the second day. I mean, actually, it was the first day of school. I was still in registration in the library, and I ain't never go back since. And then I got kicked out of my foster home anyway. So, but yeah, no. I went to King, Armwood, and Gaither.
Gaither?
Yeah.
So what was your favorite school that you went to?
Of course, Armwood.
Armwood,
yes. That was my favorite. Don't ask me nobody's names because I don't remember nobody.
All right. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Buck Wit. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe on all platforms, especially on YouTube. I need you right now, man. So like, follow, subscribe. Click. You hear it? Click.
Of trying to motivate them.
Right.
9 out of 10 times they go back to their same situations, and if I can't physically help them, it breaks my heart to just give them words when they don't see the out in that moment.
Right.
Yeah.
Dang.
So I would rather volunteer, and I have about maybe 27 kids that call me mommy within my family because I take care of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the mom to everybody. I'm the mom that will help grow and pour into the child, but I'm also the one that, discipline her as well. Like, I'm the one, like, I'm going to call your auntie and tell her, yeah. I don't play that. But it's because I believe so much in the next generation and breaking generational curses
Yeah.
that it have to start within, like, your community should be within your bloodline. Like, if you can volunteer to go help, a group home, and you have kids within your family
Right.
that are like adolescents that are struggling, I think you're doing it backwards. Like, it should start at home,
Right.
and not just within the people that sit at your table, but the ones that you can offer seats to the table.
Let me ask you something. I've had this conversation with people out and about, and we talk about parent skills. As we live and breathe at this moment, I feel like parents are not parents. They'd rather be friends. Am I correct or am I wrong?
I think the world has gone very liberal, and children have more rights than parents do most of the time. So then you get a parent that's like me in my 40s, and I'm like, well, let me just drink me a tall glass if I don't give a fuck anymore. I ain't got time for this. Yeah, that's usually my motivation in the morning. But it could be true, but for the most part, because we're not our children only influence, it's really hard to raise kids nowadays. I mean,
No.
they have the entire world in their fingertips,
Yeah.
in their hands, that's influencing them. You got TikTok, Instagram, and so a lot of times people think that the way the child is, or the way they're becoming, is a representation of the parent, and most of the times it's not.
Right.
Because that can't do much nowadays. You can't really discipline your kids in a certain way. You can't even speak to them without the world thinking that you're mentally abusing them because you have structure in your home.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's so true.
It just really depends. I see that a lot, but I do understand where it's very stressful raising kids.
No, it is. I was just home not too long ago, and we were sitting at the table, and my niece was on the phone. And I was telling her, like, yo, put your phone down. Like, we're having a family, fun discussion, just talking and stuff. And she's just like, and I'm like, and then what really kind of pissed me off is just like, my sibling didn't say nothing. And I'm like,
because as soon as she yells at her, right?
Yeah.
Or he or she yells, and then the child yells back, and you're in a public place, and then all eyes on you of how you're going to handle that, right?
yep.
So then if you do the spare the rod situation, then that's child abuse. If you let her talk back to you, then you're stupid. So then sometimes it's just best, like I said, to drink a tall glass because I don't give a fuck in that moment. And then we'll deal with it at home because you're not about to embarrass me. So you may have been looking at her like you ain't saying that in her mind or in his mind. It was like, wait till we get home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, I got my ass whooped growing up as a kid, and I definitely needed it because this is where I'm at right now. But it was the discipline that I needed growing up also. Mm-hmm. But even though my niece ended up putting the phone down, it just took me a couple times to say it and then trying to like give her that stern look. Like, I'm not fucking around right now with you. Yeah. Like, I don't come home that often, so let's have this moment. Instead of you just on TikTok. And so how do you feel about the government stepping in certain states and saying like, hey, kids, y'all won't be able to have your phones in school anymore?
I think that is a great idea. However, they have to provide another way for communication during emergencies, because if there's there's been a lot of shooters in school, right?
Correct.
And my kid can have to go and put a pin code in a box just to get to me on the phone, I'd be very upset. Or for young ladies that are growing up that have that emergency where they need somebody right away versus embarrassing themselves in front of the class, I would be upset. So but there's not much that we can do in regards to situations like that because the choice is not ours in that moment. But I don't agree with it.
Okay.
Yeah. I can understand why, but I don't agree.
As a parent, and your daughter been 26, right?
She's 26.
26 right now. What was the a point that y'all kind of clashed?
My princess, Ariana's great. She's great.
Yeah. You never had no issues with her.
I never had an issue
Come
with
on,
Ariana.
Victoria. You had
But
it.
them boys, man, raising them boys into men, Oh, baby, yeah. Now I got some stories for you on that one. I got
Well,
a lot
let's
of
get
stories
it.
on that.
Oh my God. So you said
I had a whole baby that got kicked out of the whole state of New York. Yeah.
the whole state of New York?
Yeah, the whole state of New York.
How's that even
And
possible
I
to get kicked out of a whole
got kicked out of
state?
the whole state. And I will never forget the moment where he told a teacher, he said, I'm going to do everything the opposite of my brother to drive my mama crazy. Yeah.
That little demon child right there, boy.
And yeah.
Jesus.
And that's when I had to show the most authority as a female in my life against law enforcement, against like judges, against everybody. I was like, nah, don't play with me. He out there doing what the hell he want to do. Yeah. It's a lot of stories in that one. I had to tell a judge told me that I was going to be back at court with him, and by this time he was already 18, but in New York they're not considered an adult until they're 21. And so the judge told me, he was like, you better be back here for this court date. I was like, no, I won't. Because at the same time, I had my son that was going to college, and he was the first child in their entire generation to go to a 4-year university on a scholarship for football,
Right.
athletic scholarships. I was gonna miss that. For what? For him?
Right.
When I had to be a parent to both. So like no. So I had to tell the judge. I was like, look, when you go home, you take that robe off. Right? But me, I'm a parent 24/7. So if you want me to respect you as a judge, please respect me as a parent. I will not be here, and you can do what the hell you want to do in that moment. But I would be at my son, taking him to college, making sure he's comfortable, because he's not going to deal with any consequences of his brother's, basically his brother's decision. And the judge was like, well, no, you need to be here, or I'm going to take your son and put him in a group home and put you on child support. I said, well, go ahead and do it. Because I put my income, I work for myself. I'm self-employed. I put my income on the paper. So go ahead. You'll be, paper. Put him in a group home. He's 18 years old. I was like, I got a house in Texas. I'll be right there in Texas. Try to find me. And at that moment, I walked out the courtroom cursing because they couldn't calm me down. Then the attorney came back and said, we got a new court date for you. Here you go. I said, I bet you did. I bet you did, because I wasn't going to show up.
You was not messing
I was not
around.
thinking. Because when it comes down to parenting, like when it comes down to my kids in my household, like you can tell me like what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to always try to follow the laws of the land. But I've been through enough shit in my life
Right.
to understand how their mindset need to work in order to be to just be successful.
Right.
And I don't mean like material wealth or anything like that. I meant just successful with mindset.
Right.
So if you make him think that he can run over me, when he get his job, he gonna think that he can run over his managers and stuff, because he don't have to follow authority, and authority is really important to me.
It is.
Because how do you expect me to have him respect you as a law enforcement or as a judge when he don't even respect me? Because the moment you call me, I'm like, well, you said you're going to put him in a group home. He can do what the hell you want to do. Why are you calling me? So respect my authority. So in that moment, I felt the judge was like undermining my authority as a parent in all.
And he was.
Yeah. So.
Like, I don't even know the whole situation, but just what you just told me. I'm
like he thought his robe outweighed my parents.
Basically.
And I was like, well, nah, do what you got to do, dude. I understand there's everybody has a choice.
Oh my God.
And I made my choice, and I was going to deal with the consequences, and I would be smiling, and like I did what the hell I was supposed to do in that moment.
How do you deal with relationship with other men? Because I know, because the way you're talking to me right now, you're a very strong woman, and I can feel that you don't tolerate a lot of stupidity or not being intelligent in a relationship.
Okay, I have a history of I would drop a person in a minute, but I entered my soft girl era in my 40s, so I am trying to remain soft. I love being in with a manly type man. I love really intelligent men at that too.
Right.
But like I like a man that take control, not of the physical part of me, but like the mental, the emotional part, like that stays in control of that. I don't like a person that is, I do what I want to do, but you do as I say do.
Right.
Because then I'm going to do as you want to do.
Right.
Even if I don't want to do it, to prove you that I can do as you do, and match your energy. But for the most part, I like to be very feminine.
Look at that. Watch out, girl. All right, Miss Skyy.
It's just, the parenting part of me is just, it's rough, because
Right.
I've been through a lot. But, yeah, the the romantic side of the relationship, I'm a lover.
You're a lover?
Yeah.
Okay, I can feel
Them
that.
days of knocking it out is.
So you
that
want
was
to
in my
take care of your
20s.
man?
I would like to nurture.
Okay.
I am also a giver. I am a Scorpio. So, they're like, I love language. Like, we get rid to the T of every part of the love language.
Right.
So, I like to be nurturing. I like to be affirming. I like to cater. I like to spoil. Yeah.
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 Girl, we need more women like you. God dang it.
But
Yeah,
I
I
have to
said
be
it.
receiving it as well.
Well, of course, we got to
But
give
yeah,
it the energy. It goes both ways.
Got to be matched. Nowadays, guys want to pacify you, and they want you to chase them. Yeah. Yeah.
So with that being said, because this is always the conversation that's always trending, you don't mind doing a 50-50 in a relationship.
I'm a princess. I am completely a princess mentality. To be honest with you, I am a builder. I'm not a taker, but I have never ever done 50-50.
Okay.
In any relationship I have ever been in, I have never done 50-50. If that person is setting the foundation, I am building on it. And that's
Gotcha.
my mindset. That's why, like if you're taking care of all the bills, I'm buying us properties. I'm starting businesses. I'm getting us businesses. I'm investing into the stocks. I'm buying us land. Like, that's my mindset.
Okay.
But I have never
did the
been
50-50.
50-50. It's always
You
been.
never paid for a dinner?
I have. Now, that's dating.
Okay.
But in a relationship, like, home-wise, no, I have never. But in a dating, yes. Because for the most part, if a person is taking care of me, I am going to take care of them. If you take me on a date, I really enjoyed it, I would offer to pay for the next date. Most men wouldn't. Most men don't accept it, but I would. Like I said, but that's dating. Like, in the
Of course.
dating, I can share the expenses on dating. For the most part, I think if the person is the one that acts, they should be the one to lead. But I like a man to lead.
Okay. So let me ask you this then, because I've noticed just on the socials and conversations here and there, a lot of women, they call it something too, and I wish I could remember right now, where people are now relying to find a man that's going to take care of them. Do you believe in that? Like, that's the goal for their relationship or what they're looking for.
I believe that shouldn't be a goal for anybody.
Okay.
Trying to find them, it's going to be hard because you're looking for something that maybe you don't deserve. But if you carry yourself in a certain way, most men do want to take care of you as a woman.
Right.
And for me, I can't entertain a conversation like that because I'm not most women.
No, you're not.
And I have never, ever had that problem. I'm just going to say that. I've had situations where, this is going to be a hard one.
Give it to me. Come on, Victoria. Don't hold back, girl.
Let's just say I can put myself in a situation where I can have my cake and eat it too.
Okay.
I can have somebody taking care of all my bills if I wanted to, and then I can have 3 or 4 boyfriends if I chose to.
That sounds like something you've already done before in the past. In the past.
Definitely something I have already done, but meaning that, like, I get what I want.
Damn.
Yeah, I get what I
cocky
want.
ass over here.
But I'm not materialistic, though.
Right.
I do like, I am spoiled, but I am not materialistic. So for the most part, my love is so fucking strong. Like, most people get tied to me and they can't even let that soul tie go on for years. For years.
Hypothetically.
Because I'm a great woman. Like
I know you're a great woman because I know you. But I'm finna ask you this.
Okay.
If a dude came up to you and took you to the Cheesecake Factory, is that a deal or no deal?
That's a deal.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about, you can't take me to no Cheesecake Factory. I'm like,
No. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm going to tell you a secret. I don't like dates. I don't like going on dates. See, I'm a Scorpio, so I like things to feel very familiar, right?
okay.
So for me, dates are very informal. I usually only go on a date with somebody I am dating. If I just met you, you cannot take me on a date. One, because I don't want you wasting your money on me if I don't like you. And then I would 9 out of 10 times offer to pay for the meal, and you would feel embarrassed right away because, I don't like you. So I prefer, like, simple things in the beginning. Let me get to know you. Because my time is very precious. I don't give that to everybody.
Right.
I will good morning you for 2 years straight before you get a date with me most times. Like, I don't care about that. I like energy. So we can have a great exchange of energy in the coffee shop. And then if I like you, you can take me on a date.
So basically, what I'm getting from you is like it's just the simple things.
It's the simple things for
Just-
me to get to know you.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't take much. If I like you, like my energy and my aura with somebody, if I lock in with them based on that alone, I already know that like I'm good. You know, I like this person. They're worth my time. But because I don't give my time to anybody, it's like when I finally decide to go out, I'd rather it be simple. Because you gotta think, I'm 40, so I've been doing.
Pause. How will you say?
I'm 40.
You don't even look it.
Thank you.
God is good.
Thank you.
Go ahead, my bad.
But you know, so let's say I started dating very early, so I've been with the guys that took me on trips on first dates.
Mm.
I've been with the guys that took me shopping to the fancy stores on first dates and all that. And to me, that was fun in that moment. But like, where are those guys now? You know what I'm saying? And that's when I was about like material things and worldly things. And now I don't care. I've seen too many people leave this world,
Right.
and none of that shit goes with them. So for me, it's the experience and the energy.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm with that. Do you have a small circle of friends, or you just have acquaintance?
I have a lot of people that I know. I have some great friends, but the ones that are closest to me are my sisters.
Yeah.
Like, not my blood sisters.
No,
but
no, I
people,
get it, I
if
get
I
it.
call you sis,
Yeah.
like, we're locked in.
Yeah.
And I have quite a bit. I have, I like to say I like to think I'm a good person. So I got a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel like you have a nice little circle, like you said.
I won't call it little, but I will say, because that would be me, like, disregarding people that just come out to support, because I consider them a friend as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to be alone. I'm very isolated.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm an introvert. I like to be alone. So there's about maybe 5 people who know where I physically live at. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's about maybe 2 people that have known where I lived at in New York, or know where my house at in Texas. Like, yeah.
Oh, so you actually do have a house in Texas?
I have a house in Texas.
In New York?
Yes.
Okay. So, how long you been in the entertainment field?
I started when I was 23,
Mm-hmm.
about 22, 23. So,
Doing what?
so when I first started, Instagram didn't exist. It was MySpace. You remember MySpace? Where you could put your music on there.
Hey, you had your little 8.
Oh my goodness, MySpace, and I started as a model. So I was like a calendar model, poster model. I was the girl that you would see when you go into the record shop or the CD shop. You remember the flea market over there on Hillsborough? And all
Yes.
that?
Oh my God.
And all those, little small record stores. I was the girl on the poster model.
Okay.
Back then, it was more challenging to model because I'm short. I'm 5'1".
Right.
Right. So, and then I'm also curvy, and people automatically put me in a men's type image, right?
Of course.
Men's sports magazine, that type of stuff. And so I did the original footwork. When I say so, like how the CD guys used to sell it from their trunk,
Yeah.
mixtapes, yeah, that was me selling my calendars, And then I started building my reputation in the clubs.
What clubs are you hanging out here in Tampa?
Club Mirage. I would say Club Atlanta, but then, damn, I already said it. I wasn't even 21 to go into that. I wasn't even old enough to be in that club. Club Mirage was the shit back in the day.
It was.
Piranha, Full Moon Saloon, all of those clubs, Club Skyy,
Yeah.
all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started creating a brand for myself. And this is when I learned about marketing very early on and personality. I would go up to the DJ, and back then it was the old school DJs, and I would be like, "Can you say my name? Give me a shout out on the microphone," and then they would give me a shout out. And then every time I would come into the club, now I'm getting shout outs.
Right.
And then big ups to Big CJ.
No doubt.
He would tell me to call him, when I get up to the front of Mirage, you know. So then you got this girl walking straight up to the front of the club, you know, going straight in and didn't have to wait in line. You know.
Oh, you wouldn't know pretty ass girls with other girls with you.
And I used to go by myself, and that's the reason why he would do that, because I knew a lot of people, but I'm the type of person that I rode by myself, because when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go.
Right.
If I go with a group of women, I feel like I have to be the one to protect. So I'm always watching, and then I'm not comfortable. So I roll by myself, and you can meet me there. And that's the reason why he used to come out and get me. So that way, you know, because I was by myself, and everybody was like, who she thinks she is?
Exactly.
And then it got to the point to where that is Victoria Skyy. That's how I built my brand.
A lot of women are scared to go out by themselves nowadays. And I'm thinking to myself, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I do understand it with everything that's going on in today's society. But like you said, sometimes it's just good to go by yourself and just have a good time.
I love to go by myself. Then I grew up in the streets of West Tampa. You know, but not the West Tampa, you know, not the area that they have now, but, you know, going on Howard, catching the bus when I was younger, around the crackheads and the OGs, and I can walk through the projects and nobody would mess with me because somebody's always watching out, like that old school mentality.
The community.
Because they see you're a girl trying to go to school and this and that. They ain't going to let nobody mess with you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Regardless of how high the crime rate is in that neighborhood. So me going out by myself as an adult, you know, I'm good. Now, I'm not stupid. I would never put myself in a dangerous situation, but I'm very comfortable going outside.
Yeah, any girl that I date, I always tell them, like, get your gas during the daytime. Yeah. I hate when a woman is trying to get gas at nighttime. Because just, like my mom and even my aunts when I was growing up, like, there's nothing good after 10 o'clock.
Well, but I prefer to Uber everywhere.
Yeah?
I usually don't even drive. And I do have a driver as well. Vince, the bodyguard, you know, he's my bodyguard, my driver. Sometimes he intimidates people, so I got to leave him behind a little bit because they be scared to come up to me. But yeah, but when I know it's going to be one of those type of nights, Vince got me covered.
No doubt.
Yeah.
This energy that you're giving me right now, I'm loving it. You're just like, I'm a boss lady, and this is what I do. I've been making my money since I was 20. I don't need you bitches.
I mean, I started working when I was 14, to be honest with you. Remember
14?
I had my daughter.
Yes, at 14. What were you working at when you was 14, real quick?
Little Caesars. That was my first job.
Little Caesars?
Little Caesars.
All right.
That was the first job. No, actually, honestly, since I was 9, because I forgot they put me out selling candy. I was selling candy at 9 years old. They used to take me to the little neighborhoods out in Town and Country and Carrollwood.
You was knocking on people's doors?
Yeah, I forgot about those peanut brittle and gummies. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, I was selling candy since I was 9. But then, you know, I was a cute little girl, so nobody had a problem, like, buying from me in that moment. And that's when I learned that, like, with personality, like I said, you can...
Yeah.
Like I said, I still Eskimo, yeah.
My girl been hustling since she was 14.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, I got to ask this, and I wasn't, but you came back around with this. What the hell was you doing there having sex at 14?
That's a great question, and a deep question.
And I apologize, but
and it's okay. Let's just say that I was introduced to sperm at a very early age where I shouldn't have been. I was molested my entire childhood life. And so when I finally, you know, started feeling myself or whatever as a young lady, the first time I had sex, I got pregnant. Because there was nobody there to educate me on, you know, that type of stuff, to protect myself, condoms and all that.
Right.
And I would say that I was fast, but I wasn't. You know, he's the first person I got pregnant. There was just things happening to me that, you know, yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah. Sorry to hear that.
It's okay.
How did you deal with that situation growing up, and how would you approach any other young girl that's going through that situation?
So here's the thing, and I am really trying to make a difference in this particular situation with foster kids, because they lose their voice. Mm-hmm. See, when I say they lose their voice, meaning that if they speak up, they're moved. And for most foster children, that is the hard thing, because they already don't have that stability.
Right.
So if I say, hey, this person is abusing me, they're going to move me. And 9 or 10 times, sometimes they have kept me in situations where I was being abused. But, you know, now, because of everything that's going on, they move you, right?
Right.
So what happens with that child? First of all, she feels like she's the victim. Not the victim, I mean, she feels like she's the one that did something wrong, right?
Right.
Because she mentioned something that got her moved, and then you become silent because you don't want to get moved anymore, because you get tired of moving. So that is something that has to be worked out within, because more foster parents need to be vetted, right? A lot of kids get taken away from one situation and put into a worse situation. Sometimes the parent they get taken away from their parents because the parent can't feed them, and instead of the state offering them assistance, they'll take them away, put them in a foster home where they're getting abused and paying that person,
Right.
you know, versus helping. I've seen that actually happen. So that's a very hard situation because I can't say speak up,
Right.
because speak up to some kids mean I lose my comfort zone and I'm tired of it. So yeah, that's a whole
That
type of
is.
situation.
That is. God dang, V. Girl, I love you. I love you.
Thank you.
So let's get back to the nightlife real quick.
Okay.
Because it's now that you say that, and it's just so much I want to talk about, but I also want to tap
I'll always
in.
come back for you.
No,
you know
you
always.
you will. And I think like I'd rather have this conversation with you and then maybe have somebody in the foster care system so we can actually talk about that
Yeah.
and kind of like open, wake people up. I'm gonna
Yes.
say it like that, wake people up.
Yes.
So we'll definitely come back to this, girl. So listen, with your entrepreneur ass, and I'm gonna keep it real. I have a lot of sexy, cool friends, and this is one of them, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. She has her own lacquer called Kryptonite.
I be on it all day. I be on it.
How the hell did you come up with this idea, one, to come up with your own vodka, let alone come up with the name?
Okay, so the name in itself has the inspiration behind a lover. Um, the person that inspired the name VV
Okay.
was Bobby Valentino. Yeah,
Hold up. You said this was your lover, so
he
you
was
used
a
to
lover.
date Bobby V?
Yes, and
Okay.
he's still in my heart
All right.
always. Yeah, that's a soul tie that probably will never end. But yes, he used to call me Vicky Val or Vicky Valen.
Right.
And then one day I was like, "Oh, this is cute. I'm gonna put this on a bottle," and that's exactly what I did. And the Kryptonite was more of because it's just that's what we were to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. I love hearing stories like that.
Yeah.
That is so.
And you're
so
the first
dope.
person I told this
Ah!
to, cause
Bobby V, really?
yes, Bobby B.
What? Okay, I'm assuming you met him in Atlanta.
No, I met Bobby in New Orleans at the NAACP Awards.
Really?
Yeah. And that was a crazy story as well, but yes.
So did he approach you? Did you have
It
your
was
bodyguard?
weird. No, it was weird. His manager and my best friend at the time wanted to introduce us. And I just came back from Cancun, so I wasn't even gonna go. But I said, you know what, Alpha, let me go on this plane and go support my friend. And when I got there, they were in the lobby, and the manager was like, "Oh yeah, you his type." And she was like, "Yeah, you his type." And so we had a little conversation, and then as soon as we got to the venue, they pulled me back to the green room to meet him, and I shook his. He said, "You're the one I've been hearing so much about." And I said, "Yes, I was." Shook his hand and I left. Yeah. Because one thing about me, to be honest with you, like Bobby is not the only star I've dated, right?
Right.
I don't do clout. You would honestly wouldn't know how I'm living, who I'm with, or whatever, unless you know me personally. You go to my Instagram page, you just see me, right?
Right.
I'm not private to the point to where I'm ashamed of anybody I'm dating, but I just
You
don't
separate
clout
the
off
two.
because my brand that I'm building,
Right.
I'm building it from like the mud. You know what I'm saying? I dug myself out the mud.
Right.
Better yet, I dug myself out of a grave, buried alive, to get to where I'm at.
No doubt.
So to attach it to somebody else's name to make it seem like it's clout, I just always been against. So you are the first one that I'm telling this to like this.
Right.
Hey, it's your boy Buck Wit, and we're tapping in with one of our sponsors right now, and we will be getting back to the conversation that I'm having. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, if you're ever in the nightlife, entertainment, and you're drinking all that lacquer, Live 21 is what you need in your life, man. And on top of that, if you're in the gym and you need some extra energy, you need some Live 21. The reason why we got two different bottles is because they have two different flavors. So make sure you check out Live 21 either in the gym or in the club or as your daily drink. It's your boy Buck Wit. Let's get right back.
But I told him I would definitely give him his flowers because now that I'm launching the rum and the bourbon,
Yes. Okay. All right.
it inspired so much more. So he definitely deserved his flowers for that. So yeah, yeah,
I like that.
but
So you have. Okay,
but that's not my current love path.
No, I'm not. Listen. In my mind, I want to ask you about your if you're in a relationship, and I feel that you are, but that's neither here or there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I really want to focus on your background
Yes.
and also what you have going on now.
Okay.
And how did the whole vodka concept even come about? Like,
So originally I wanted a whiskey.
okay,
And the young ladies that I was supposed to do the whiskey with, they didn't want to do it anymore. This is like maybe 2019. They didn't want to do it anymore because they didn't want to invest. And so one of my best friends, Corey Curry,
yeah,
was like, and I confide in him a lot, and especially when it comes down to business and stuff like that. And so he was working for a company, and he said, "Yo, Victoria, like, I know you can't do the bourbon right now, but I want you to start with this vodka." And then he was like, "When you start this vodka, because he already knew the name and all that, he was like, this is what I want you to do. This is how I want you to do it, based on your social life status." At the time, I was still living in New York.
right,
So I haven't even came back. I was still on with the badass child of mine. So I said, okay. And so we went through the whole game plan. I did the investment, with the manufacturer. And we went through everything, the formulas and the tasting of it. And so then that's why I bought the house here in Tampa. I was like,
Right.
well, if I'm going to be here, I might as well start here.
right,
Right? Because this is where I started from. This is home for me. And Corey gave me the outline of every time they buy your case, you do a hosting because you're still a socialite. And I did certain things to still stay relevant in the business. But, I'm getting older, so I'm like, partying every weekend is not really my thing anymore. But I trust him. And it just worked out perfect.
yeah,
And so my manufacturer was just like, I went through some challenges.
Of course.
Because unfortunately my dad died in August. I
Sorry
even
about
went through
that.
some challenges with some of the black businesses that didn't want to support, that have a BEV number. Because the only way that a person can really support me is by having a BEV number. Like, so all the restaurants, clubs, and stuff like that, like, that's how I make my money. I don't really make the money from the bottle sales.
gotcha.
That's a whole different conversation because a lot of people are like, well, Victoria, you got to do this and do that. Look, I've been doing what I've been doing for 20 years. This is not my first rodeo, but I love to show people that you don't have to be a celebrity or a billionaire to do certain things. I like to think outside the box. And so people get to watch this journey with me from the ground up.
Right,
And so I'm like, that is not the same. It's not the same as me branding myself as Victoria Scott, and my shoes and stuff like that. Like, this is a different beast. It is a beast, and it takes a beast of a boss to get through this.
right,
And so basically, like, the challenge I had with my dad dying and some issues with getting into some of the larger distributors, I took a step back, but my manufacturer was like, look, what you did I had 11 locations in 1 week when I first started. And he was like, what you did with it, I'm like, I want to invest. And they became my partner with the rest of my products. And we're going to keep coming because I'm coming out with tequila and everything. As
Really?
many spirits as I can, do. So that's why this launch is really important to me because the journey is very hard. And they get to watch my story unfold, with me being from Tampa,
right.
the first black female in Tampa to own her own spirit brand with products made in Tampa.
What? Hold on.
Yeah.
Repeat that one more time.
I am the first black female in Tampa to have her own spirit brand from Tampa with the products made here in Tampa.
Did y'all hear that?
So October 25th is a celebration as well. Like, it's more than just a launch. That's why I'm going really big on it. But yeah.
So you just said it, so let's go ahead and hit that real quick. All right, so we're doing a lunch party October the 25th. What's the location?
It is going to be at South University on Hines.
Okay.
The red carpet starts at 6:30. The event starts at 7, ends at 11.
All right, I got to give a shout out to Novocaine because she will be hosting that
Yes.
event. You said
Yes,
earlier.
we got Novocaine, we got Scratch Cartel, we got DJ Shizm, we got Cheyenne, and honestly,
Cheyenne, yes.
Roberts, that's my
Yes,
baby.
that's my girl.
Y'all don't even know all of it because I'm gonna keep dropping gems. I'm gonna keep dropping gems on you guys. So yeah,
I'm going to be
stay
there
tuned.
too. God damn
And
it.
make sure you get your tickets at thevvexperience.com.
No, we're going to definitely plug that.
Yeah.
This is going to be a crazy party.
Yes.
It's crazy to see where you started. And you started with Kryptonite vodka, and you said you have a rum and
A bourbon.
And a bourbon.
Yes.
That's coming out, or
That's coming out.
okay.
And I got something for you.
Um,
When we get done.
Okay, we're gonna get to that here in a second, cause, girl, that's gonna be fun. I can't wait for the experience, the VV experience. Man, what was some of the hurdles that you had to go through or jump over dealing with other people? Was it like you being a woman? Was that a struggle?
Me being a female, one, you'll be surprised of how many guys would utilize trying to help me just to get me out on a date. They were like, oh, I want to talk business. I got something I can help you with, this and that, or whatever. Let's meet at, Bonefish or something like that. And I'm like, you can have this conversation via email. Or you can call me. Call me.
That is a distraction.
It is, because that's when I have to, it's almost like a shift in energy.
Right.
Because one thing nobody will ever be able to say about me is I slept my way to any top. Like I said, I dug myself out of a grave. So, I'm just really mindful of those type of relationships.
Right.
I built a lot of respect for myself in this city. There's a lot of people that respect me. I show love to a lot of people.
Right.
And so that is not, if it happens behind closed doors, because it was my personal preference, but it would never be based on business. So that's the hard part, as far as being a female.
That's almost like, it's like I said with this podcast, like I like to type in with the do's and don'ts dealing with entertainment. And of course, you have men. You probably had women hit on you too.
I like when a woman hit on me.
Oh, Lord.
I love women. Now, I didn't say anything about
I know you
men,
didn't.
but,
I know you didn't. That's why I didn't go there.
One thing I would say, my biggest supporters are women.
Right.
Right? And I love beautiful women. And I don't mean like just the physical aspect. I love beautiful minds. I love beautiful energy. I am that type of woman that will, if I see you out and I'm out and you're at a bar by yourself, I'm gonna come to you and we're gonna have a good time together. I am that type of woman. I'm the one that would be in a VIP and I see somebody, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get her and bring her with me and we vibe together. So I just love beautiful energy. So I love when a woman's flirting with me.
See, I love to hear you say that because I feel like it, and this is once again on socials, and I don't see it as much in the public, but you see so many women tear women down.
I would
and
never.
I'm like, this is the point of life that we need to be lifting each other.
Now, if I don't like you, I don't like you. But for the most part, if I don't like you, you don't exist to me. I can be in the same room with you, sitting right next to you, you would not exist.
Oh, there.
I do that plenty. However,
Wow.
As far as like energy-wise,
Yeah.
I try not to be around anybody that I have to talk bad about or feel bad about. So as soon as I feel that shift, I'm like, I'm good, and I will exit immediately, from any situation. So I don't ever want to be in a position where I'm tearing somebody down, female or male.
Okay.
But if I don't like you, they're gonna know. But it's gonna all be based on my experience, not based on speculations or things. But if I don't like you, you're gonna hear it. And people are gonna hear it. But I try not to be in that situation.
Being from Tampa, what's like a restaurant, or you could do one or two, however you feel, that you like to go to? Because the thing is, the reason I'm asking this, and it's like you have a lot of people that's not from here, and being that you're born and raised in Tampa, everybody got that gym that they like to go to every once in a while.
Niggas ain't paying me to advertise for them.
Victoria, don't be like that.
No, I'm joking. Dunn's River would probably be one of my favorite.
Okay.
Oh, Avenue Blue and that crack cornbread. Oh, I meant cognac cornbread. They don't put crack in the cornbread, y'all. It's just very addictive. Avenue Blue is one of my favorites as well, and Dunn's River, because I feel like the food there is very authentic.
Okay.
Yeah, two of my favorites.
All right, so you have, I guess, bars and restaurant that carry Kryptonite.
Well, I did put everything on pause because
Okay.
I actually revamped the brand. So the original bottle had a picture of me on it.
Yes.
So I actually revamped.
That's branding
I
right
did
there.
bring it here.
You did?
Yes.
Hey Lee, can I get that black box, please, sir? Thank you so much.
Yeah, I revamped the brand, and starting October 25th is when I will be continuing the hype.
Okay.
So I did this for a reason, and there's some good and bad that came with me being on the bottle.
Okay.
The good thing about it was great advertisement. And I remember when a female was in lit one time and saw me on the bottle, and her boyfriend just paid out $300 at that moment for that bottle for her to take with her. Yeah, because the female was so inspired about me being a black woman on the bottle. And then again, I am the first black female on the bottle as well. That's a real person.
All right, soldier boy.
That's a real person. Just
The
so you know.
first.
But the challenge was, I remember a friend of mine was going into a liquor store, and they turned all my bottles around because, I'm a black woman on a bottle. So there were some pros and cons that came with that. And what I did with this business, I gifted a percentage of the brand to my son on his 21st birthday.
Okay.
And I said, I'm going to revamp the whole thing so it can be a generational takeover. And so
this is what we got?
this is what you got. This is the new design of Kryptonite.
This the new look?
The new look.
Okay.
The gold, the metal label, the emerald green.
Yes.
So this is it.
Oh. Y'all see that, right? Yes. Kryptonite vodka. Make sure y'all get this, man. Lunch party going down October the 25th.
Yes.
We'll be tagging this on the socials and whatnot. This is dope. I like this.
Yep. You ready to try it?
Okay, let's. What else you got here?
But I did bring you something special.
Oh, you did?
And this-
Okay.
So nobody has tasted the rum yet. You can't even show this to the camera like that.
Okay.
Because I'm waiting on the labels. But nobody has tasted rum. Me and my son, we sat here and we we didn't sit here, but we sat at the manufacturer and formalized it with them. So you will be the first one to taste the rum.
Let's get it.
So
Oh, she got shot. See, girl, this is why I'm loving you right now. She done got her own shot glasses. So listen, man, we got Victoria Skyy with me right now. Kryptonite is the vodka that you guys need to check out. Launch party is going down October 25th. And we're about to do a shot of the rum that she will be presenting on October 25th. Woo!
now, I ain't gonna lie, I need a man for this.
Okay. Hold on, is that a seal?
Is it? It's one of those situations where I just prefer to be, strong.
Damn.
Y'all gotta
This
crop
some
that
bitch is
out.
on there tight. Hey, I was about to use my teeth.
You messing up. Get the plastic off first.
Oh,
And is it a cork or is it a...
it's a cord.
It's a cork.
Yeah, that's fine.
Shout out to my dog Lee. He go to the gym. You can tell that I don't. I know somebody talking about Buck Wit. Come on, dog. Hey,
Yeah,
let's
it was a seal. It was a seal.
All right. Oh, snap. Got the rum right here.
Okay, I'm gonna close it right. Oh, I was giving you the biggest shot now.
Girl.
Wait, don't you got more work to do? All right, so this is how you taste, right?
Okay.
The proper way to taste. You smell it first.
Okay.
All right. Tell me what you smell.
Like vanilla-ish.
Okay.
Definitely vanilla. Cocoa vanilla something.
All right.
Shit. I like this. Goes down
Smooth, right?
smooth. A little bit of a bite, but still. It's warm. Yellow. That's nice.
So I
That's real
formalized
nice.
this one to taste like a brown, but in a white. Because it's easier to mix with cocktails when it's white.
I was wondering, like, rum is normally got like a little kick to it.
This is a white rum.
Okay.
So it does, the little burn is the little clovers because there is spice in it as well.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's nice.
we'll hit some spice.
Look at this. Yo, shout out to, God damn it, Victoria. My girl doing big things. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna do another one later on. Oh my God.
But now, the one thing about the Kryptonite vodka, because I know the name,
Right.
is it seems like it's going to have you on your back, but you don't have a hangover when you drink that. It's gluten free, so it's made from corn.
I'm glad you
Yeah.
said that.
So you can actually drink. I wouldn't recommend, but you can drink half the bottle, and you'll get, you'll feel like you're on Kryptonite. Please don't try to fly. However, the next day you'll wake up like nothing, like you won't have a hangover. You won't have that sick feeling that potato vodka give you.
Nice. The girl, listen.
And there's a shock when you open that too.
Huh?
You'll be the first one to see that. That's something I didn't change about it. And you don't even have to drink it, you can pour it.
Okay, we're gonna do that here in a little bit. We're gonna do that behind the scenes for sure. Cause right now that rum,
Make it feel.
got me wanting to do a little dance. Victoria, thank you so much.
After dark though.
Oh, so what's the room called again?
After dark.
After dark.
Yeah.
And then your
The bourbon is called Boss Bourbon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. We're gonna do a little shimmy with that.
I feel because I'm feeling a little nice already because I just drunk that on an empty stomach.
We're gonna get you some chips or something on your leg.
Some carbs.
You know what I'm
Give me
saying?
some carbs.
I'm happy for you right now.
Thank you.
No, I'm glad you came by. I'm glad you took the time to be on the Buck Wit Me show. This means a lot to me. You definitely dropped some gems. I'm definitely bringing you back. We definitely got to bring you back. So let's go ahead and knock this out one more time. So, Victoria Skyy has a lunch party, the VV Experience, that is happening October the 25th. What was the location again?
At South University on Hines.
So what I need you guys to do is to follow her on her socials, and I'll tag it, to go ahead and purchase your ticket.
Yes.
And I'm assuming there's levels to the tickets,
There's
right?
different levels.
Okay.
The highest level is boss. Not everybody can be a boss, but
Right.
when you're there, you're going to definitely feel that you are in boss status.
No doubt, no doubt. So listen, thank you again for coming through. It means a lot. And make sure
you.
y'all get ready to purchase all this, all the lacquer. And she got a tequila coming out probably at top of the year?
I'm going to probably drop that like March
March?
this year. Yeah.
Oh, March?
Yeah.
My birthday is in March. We might need
Really?
to
Wait. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm Aries.
Oh, you have the sweetest sign of the zodiacs.
Bye, girl.
Yeah.
We're
Aries are
going to
great
talk
people.
later. I know you got a man. We're going to talk later. Yo, once again, Victoria Skyy, boss lady, the first black woman to have her own vodka here in the Bay Area. So let's make sure we go out and support. It's your boy Buck Wit on the Buck Wit Me show.
Let's go,
and we
let's
out.
go, let's go, let's go, let's go.